Ever wondered why some people live to see a century while others don't? The question of longevity, of living to a ripe old age brimming with vitality, has intrigued us for centuries. We've spun tales of fabled elixirs, hunted for the fountain of youth, and today, we're decoding the science behind long life. It's a fascination as old as time, and as modern as the latest research paper. In the heart of this fascination, we find centenarians, the unique league of individuals who've managed to clock in at least 100 years on this planet. Now that's an achievement, isn't it? It's like running a marathon where the finish line keeps moving and you're not just keeping pace but doing a little jig along the way. These centenarians, they're not just surviving, they're thriving, breaking the mold of what we believe is possible in terms of human lifespan. And their numbers are growing. In the United States alone, the centenarian population has grown by over 40% in the past 2 decades. Worldwide, we're looking at a community that's expected to reach nearly 6 million by 2050. But what makes these centenarians so special? Is it their genes, their diet, their lifestyle, or perhaps a combination of all these factors? Or maybe they've found the elusive elixir we've been searching for all along. Jokes aside, the secrets to their remarkable longevity are likely simpler and yet more profound than we might imagine. So, let's set off on this journey, exploring the lives of these centenarians, their habits, their attitudes, and their secrets. We'll take a look at their diets, their routines, their social connections, and their outlook on life. We'll delve into their genetic makeup and the environmental factors that might be playing a role in their longevity. In the process, we might just stumble upon some valuable insights, some nuggets of wisdom that could help us add not just years to our life, but life to our years. After all, it's not just about reaching 100, it's about enjoying the ride along the way. So, are you ready to uncover the secrets of these centenarians, these remarkable human beings who've mastered the art of living long and living well? Let's dive into the secrets behind these extraordinary lifespans. So, what's the magic potion for reaching 100? Spoiler alert, it's not a potion at all. Now let's dive into the lifestyle habits and traits commonly observed among centenarians around the globe. First up, diet. It's not about chugging green smoothies and eating quinoa salads all day. Instead, it's more about a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, grains, and lean proteins. And believe it or not, centenarians aren't afraid to enjoy a glass of wine or a piece of dark chocolate from time to time. Next, physical activity. You won't find centenarians sweating it out at the gym or running marathons. Their secret? Staying active in natural, enjoyable ways. Think gardening, walking, and even dancing. The key is to keep moving in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable. Then there's the social connection. Centenarians are often deeply in their communities, surrounded by friends and family. They're not glued to their devices, scrolling through social media. Instead, they're out and about, engaging in meaningful conversations and building strong relationships. And let's not forget the mindset. Centenarians tend to have a positive outlook on life. They aging and view it as an opportunity for growth and wisdom rather than a decline. Stress? They handle it with grace, often through practices like mindfulness and meditation. One more thing, centenarians are often early birds, getting a good night's sleep and rising with the sun. They understand the importance of rest and rejuvenation for overall well-being. It's pretty clear that the secret to reaching 100 isn't some elixir or magic pill. It's a holistic approach to life that includes a balanced diet, regular physical activity, social connections, a positive mindset, and adequate rest. Now before you start planning your 100th birthday party, remember that these habits are just a part of the puzzle. There's also the role of genetics and environment to consider, but we'll delve into that in the next scene. Apparently, age is not just a number but a lifestyle. So how about we take a leaf out of the Centenarians book and start incorporating these habits into our daily lives? After all, who wouldn't want to unlock the secrets of longevity? If you're enjoying this video and want to continue discovering insights like these, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more fascinating content. You are what you eat, and in the case of centenarians, they eat life-boosting foods. Now isn't that a delicious thought? Let's dive into the dietary delights that help these long livers rack up the years. Centenarians across the globe share common dietary patterns that contribute to their longevity. One significant factor is a plant-based diet. Rich in fruits, vegetables, grains, and legumes, these foods provide a rainbow of nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants. They're like nature's own multivitamin, fueling the body and supporting overall health. In addition to being plant-forward, the centenarian diet is moderate in caloric intake, Now that doesn't mean they're counting every calorie. Instead, it's about mindful eating, listening to their bodies, and stopping when they're full. It's not about restriction, but rather satisfaction. Whole, unprocessed foods are another staple in centenarian diets. These are foods in their most natural state, untouched by additives or preservatives. Think fresh apples instead of apple pie, or a handful of almonds rather than a candy bar. Simple, wholesome, and deliciously beneficial to your health. Now let's talk specifics. Certain foods and beverages frequently appear in the centenarian menu. Green tea, for instance, is a common beverage among Japanese centenarians, brimming with antioxidants that combat cellular damage. Legumes, particularly lentils and chickpeas, are a dietary mainstay for Italian centenarians, providing a hearty source of plant-based protein. And let's not forget about olive oil. A key component of the Mediterranean diet, olive oil is a healthy fat that promotes heart health and boasts anti-inflammatory properties. No wonder Greek centenarians drizzle it liberally on their salads. In essence, the centenarian diet is about nourishing the body with nutrient-dense whole foods while enjoying the pleasures of eating. It's a diet that celebrates quality over quantity, freshness over processing, and most importantly, enjoyment over deprivation. So, cheers to a salad a day, keeping the Grim Reaper away. Now, isn't that a recipe for a long, healthy life? A day in the life of a centenarian is not just about eating greens. Now, don't get me wrong, diet plays a crucial role, but there's more to the longevity story. Let's delve into the lifestyle factors that give centenarians their edge. First off, let's talk about physical activity. Centenarians aren't necessarily running marathons or pumping iron at the gym. Instead, they engage in regular low-impact exercises. Walking to the market, tending to a garden, or even some light housework, it's about staying active in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable. It's not about breaking records. It's about breaking a sweat every day in the most natural way. Now let's shift gears and talk about the mind. A common thread among centenarians is their mental agility. They keep their minds sharp, not with fancy gadgets or apps, but with good old-fashioned brain teasers. Crossword puzzles, reading, storytelling, even playing a musical instrument. Anything that challenges the mind and keeps it engaged. Next up is social connections. It seems that centenarians know a thing or two about the art of socializing. They maintain strong ties with their community, friends and family. They engage in social activities, attend local events, and foster meaningful relationships. It's not just about living long, but also about living well. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, is stress management. Centenarians seem to have mastered the art of keeping calm and carrying on. They practice mindfulness, take the time to relax, and generally maintain a positive outlook on life. They don't sweat the small stuff, and maybe that's a secret we could all benefit from. So, what's the takeaway? The centenarian lifestyle is not about extreme measures or miraculous superfoods. It's about balance. It's about maintaining a healthy body and mind, nurturing relationships, and embracing life with a positive attitude. Who knew that gardening and bingo could be the secret to a long life? It seems that living like a centenarian is less about chasing youth and more about embracing every stage of life with grace, grit, and a bit of green thumb. Are centenarians just lucky in the genetic lottery? Well, it's not that simple. Genetics do play a part in longevity, but it's not the only ingredient in the recipe for a long life. Let's consider identical twins who share the same genes. If one lives to be a centenarian, the other has a higher likelihood, but it's not a guarantee. It's clear that there's more to the story. Now let's talk about environmental factors. Ever heard of blue zones? These are regions with a higher proportion of centenarians. Places like Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, and Loma Linda in California. What's their secret? Well, it's a mix of a healthy diet, regular physical activity, strong social networks, and a sense of purpose. So, it's not just about winning the genetic lottery, it's also about how you play the cards you're dealt. So it's not just genes, but also the environment that plays a crucial role. It's been a long journey into the life of centenarians, hasn't it? We've explored the many secrets behind their remarkable longevity, from their diet and lifestyle habits to their mindset and the role of genetics. We've uncovered that centenarians often emphasize a plant-based diet, moderate caloric intake, and consumption of whole, unprocessed foods. Their daily routines often include regular physical activity like walking or gardening, and maintaining strong social connections is key. We've also looked into the intriguing blue zones, regions where centenarians are more, and the environmental factors at play there. Remember, while genetics do have a role, it's these lifestyle choices that make a significant difference. So the centenarian way of life is not just about reaching that 100-year mark, but about quality of life. Remember, it's not about living forever, but living well. So let's take a leaf out of the Centenarians book and live life to the fullest. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about living a long, healthy life, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Let's age gracefully together.